Today on Top 10 Entertainment. From mirrors that stretch as far as the eye can see, to hidden desert slot canyons, the top 10 places to see before you die. Starting off at number 10, we have the Mendenhall Ice Caves. The Mendenhall Glacier is a 12-mile-long glacier in the Mendenhall Valley, located 12 miles from downtown Juneau in southeast Alaska. The ice caves are inside the glacier, accessible only to those willing to kayak to and then ice climb over the glacier. However, the glacier is retreating increasingly fast as global warming heats the oceans and temperatures rise. The Mendenhall Glacier has receded almost 2 miles since 1958, while previously it had receded only 0.5 miles since 1500. The caves are in part a function of this increased glacial melting. If you want to see this surreal natural wonder in your lifetime, you better hurry before it melts away completely. If you haven't seen it yet, the internet has been dropping its jaws open with images of the surreal beach in Vadu Island, Ra Atoll, Maldives. This phenomena has been called the Sea of Stars due to its glowing blue waves. This phenomenon is caused by a natural chemical reaction known as bioluminescence, which occurs when a microorganism in the water is disturbed by oxygen. These microorganisms or marine microbes are called phytoplankton, and there are a variety of its species that create bioluminescence seen in different parts of the world. One of the most common phytoplankton that cause marine bioluminescence are known as dinoflagellates. As dinoflagellates float, movement in the surrounding water sends electrical impulses around a proton-filled compartment inside them. The blue light is believed to be some sort of defense for these marine organisms. Might be best not to get too comfy with these little guys. At number 8, we have the Salar de Uyuni. Salar de Uyuni is the world's largest salt flat, spanning 4,086 square miles in southwestern Bolivia. Unlike traditional deserts, which have sand in abundance, the Salar de Uyuni features vast expanses of glistening white salt, of which it is estimated to contain 11 billion tons of salt. If you're able to visit this wonder during the rainy season, you're in for a magical spectacle as the flat transforms into the world's largest natural mirror. Underneath this cemented salt are large reservoirs of lithium-rich brine. In fact, approximately 70% of the world's lithium reserves are found in Salar de Uyuni. Batteries, anyone? One might wonder if anything can live at a place this desolate. But in fact, the salt flat has 80 species of visiting and migrating birds, including 3 species of flamingos, as well as a few islands with cacti, hot springs, and geysers. Unlike any other place on Earth, the Salar de Uyuni is breathtakingly beautiful and provides an extraordinary experience that will not quickly be forgotten. Also makes for some fun optical illusion photos if you're creative enough. Number 7. Antelope Canyon. Antelope Canyon is primarily a water-eroded rock canyon located near the city of Page, in the northern part of the state of Arizona in the United States. It is a slot canyon known for its smooth, wavy walls of sandstone caused mainly by flash flooding and rain, and is a popular tourist attraction, particularly for photography and sightseeing, and is said to be the most photographed slot canyon in the world. Some curved parts of Antelope Canyon beautifully reflect light, and light beams can be seen in other canyon locations, especially in the upper canyon during summer. The slot canyon gets its name from the numerous pronghorn antelopes that used to live here before European discovery. The distance between the canyon walls can range from 3 to 10 feet wide and run up to 164 feet high. If you do get a chance to visit, take caution as flash flooding in Antelope Canyon is still common, causing 11 fatalities in 1997. At number 6, Trolltunga. Both incredibly beautiful and incredibly terrifying, Trolltunga, which as you may have figured out already, is Norwegian for Trolltung, and sits at a height of 2,300 feet above Lake Rindalsfjord in Norway. Natural formations like these seem to have been created less through the processes involving plate tectonics and erosion, and more out of nature's desire to basically dare humans to do silly things, because the scenery around Trolltunga is breathtaking, and the ledge itself is the perfect photo spot. As terrifying as it looks though, there are no recorded fatal falls from Trolltunga, and that's with the ledge lacking any sort of handrail, which authorities have declined to put in so as not to ruin the view. At number 5, Victoria Falls. The Victoria Falls are formed by the rapids of River Zambezi that is mostly in Zimbabwe, but a part of which meanders through Zambia. The Zambezi River, which forms Victoria Falls, is the 4th longest African river after the Nile, Congo, and Niger River. After all the factors are put into place, the Victoria waterfalls are the largest in the world. They measure 5,577 feet wide and varies in height from 262 to 304 feet, pouring roughly 600 million cubic liters of water over the edge every minute. The height of your tour here, without a doubt, will be swimming in the naturally formed Devil's Swimming Pool, where during the months of September to December, tourists enjoy toying with danger on the waterfall's edge. Bringing in number 4, Cappadocia. After the Ottoman Turks took over the reign of Turkey and its environment, they recovered Cappadocia from Greece and Roman influence and brought it under their empire. Today, Cappadocia is part of the modern Turkish Republic and a major tourism hub. Its attraction to tourists is mainly because of the lunar-like, mushroom-shaped ferries that were formed about 3 to 4 million years ago by the erosion of volcanic sediments that later solidified into a soft rock known as tuff. The soft, tough rocks were easily carved and presented a chance for the early inhabitants of Cappadocia to carve underground and overground shelters. Hot air ballooning over these ferries has become extremely popular. The rock sites of Cappadocia are listed by UNESCO as World Heritage Sites, but don't let that delay you, as these sites are eroded by the desert winds every year. At number 3, Mount Roraima. Looking as if it was taken right out of the movie Up, Mount Roraima is a humongous mountain that is characterized by tall, sheer cliff walls and a flat table-like summit located in Canaima National Park, Venezuela. It is one of the highest peaks, the Tepuy Plateau, in the whole of South America. It represents the oldest geological formation on the planet, as it dates back to 2 billion years. Home to the tallest waterfall in the world, Angel Falls, it attracts visitors from all over the world, hoping to marvel at the water plummeting some 807 meters from the 979-meter cliff. Mount Roraima is a triple border point, as it is a border between Venezuela, Guyana, and Brazil. Those lucky enough to ascend to the top of Mount Roraima will be greeted by black rocks, gorges, wildflower gardens, and numerous pools on the summit that measures 31 square kilometers. It is so high and so wet from the constant rain that the summit is usually covered in fog. Over the years, helicopter tours have cropped up that take visitors to the summit without the need for a long and treacherous hike, so you can witness firsthand the grandeur of the area in an afternoon instead of investing weeks in the process. At number 2, Doong Cave. Title as the largest cave in the world belongs to Doong in Vietnam, about 280 miles south of Hanoi. More than 5.4 miles long, the cave itself was created 2 to 5 million years ago by water eroding away the limestone underneath the mountain. It was found by a local farmer, Ho Kan, in 1991, who used it as a shelter from a storm. It was not until 2009 that British Cave Research Association explored the cave, and it became instantly one of the most amazing things you can see in your life. Inside, the cave has its own environment. Animal life, lakes, beaches, trees, and a river, and also rare pearls that have been shaped by water drops for centuries, and some of them are as big as baseballs. The main chamber of Doong is more than 3.1 miles long, 660 feet high, and 490 feet wide. With these measurements, the Doong overtook the first place title as the largest cave in the world from Deer Cave in Malaysia. To give you an idea of how big this is, a half-mile block of 40-story buildings could fit inside this little stretch of Doong Cave. If you want to take the tour, you have to make a reservation. Might be harder than you think though, as the price is around 3,000 US dollars, and waiting lists can go as long as a year. Bringing it around to number 1, Zhangye Danxia. Your eyes are not deceiving you. This layer cake of amazing colors is a real landscape, located at Zhangye Danxia Landform Geological Park in Gansu Province, a remote region in northern central China. It in fact took 24 million years of layering mineral deposits to form these rocks, like pouring different colors of sand into a jar. Over time, these weighty layers were compressed into rock, and then a slight and unthinkably slow ripple from the collision of the Indo-Australian and Eurasian tectonic plates ruffled the landscape into those magnificent undulations to complete the effect, meanwhile also giving rise to the Himalayas. Thus, the amazingness of Zhangye Danxia was formed. The rock forms of Zhangye Danxia range in color from deep red to yellow and green, the highly contrasting bands of color glowing most intensely after rainfall. As the setting sun casts golden rays and a lacework of shadows across the landscape, the visual effect becomes even more stunning. I hope you guys enjoyed this top 10. If you did, please like and subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments below which top 10 you'd like to see in the next video. See you guys next time!